in the infinite silence of deep space, beyond the outermost fringes of any charted galaxy, there drifts a relic, a golden disk forged by hopeful human hands in 1977 and launched aboard Voyager. It carries songs, greetings, and the naive promise of peace. For eons it wandered unheeded, until they found it. Cathal Gnome was the name of their world, though no tongue of Earth could speak it properly. Once a thriving seat of intellect and biology, the world had decayed. Its oceans had boiled, the air had thinned, and what little remained was infested with ancient, dying intelligence. Their civilization had long since surpassed the need for vocal language, living instead in the realm of psychic communication. Thought to thought, pulse to pulse. They had become mostly thought and bone. They were no longer curious, until the disk. It arrived like a whisper, skimming the edge of their decaying orbit. The golden disk was recovered from the void, reverently brought into the sanctum. Its grooves were scanned, decoded, and played. The aliens felt music for the first time. They did not understand it, but they felt it. Human laughter, thunder, the greetings in 55 languages, and worst of all, the precise coordinates of the planet called Earth. They called the disk Yilavok, roughly the summoning bone. They interpreted the sounds not as communication, but as invitation. A planet so foolishly eager to be found. A place teeming with nitrogen, water, warmth. A paradise compared to the jagged ice skin of Cathal Gnome. The ancient things agreed. Earth was ripe. By 2031, the skies above Earth began to shimmer. Astronomers noticed odd gravitational waves. Something vast was moving, not a ship, but a fleet of obelisks, dark and irregular, drifting with unnatural precision. They did not blink in radio, did not pulse in infrared. They were utterly quiet, no energy signatures, merely falling toward Earth like a slow rain of knives. World leaders panicked, but nothing worked. Satellites shut down. Communication scrambled. One by one stations went dark, and then they arrived. The ships didn't land. They embedded, piercing Earth's crust like nails into flesh. The first one struck near the Mariana Trench, the second in Siberia, the third beneath the Vatican. Dozens more followed. They were hollow vessels filled with bone-white structures and liquid black cables that moved as if alive. From them emerged the visitors. Humanoid in shape, impossibly tall. Their flesh was translucent and calcified. They did not breathe. They did not speak. Their faces were masks of smooth bone with no eyes. When they walked, Earth grew cold. Attempts at communication failed. Language, mathematics, music, nothing resonated. The visitors stood, tilted their heads, and released waves of thought. But humans couldn't receive. Those exposed experienced seizures, bleeding from eyes and ears, and then silence. It wasn't until the dreams began that Earth understood something. People across the globe began dreaming of impossible cities, structures growing inward, spiral towers that screamed, oceans filled with inverted creatures that swam through the air. In those dreams, a single message burned. You sang us home. Within weeks, Earth's ecosystems began to warp. Forests rotted and regrew with bone-colored flora. The oceans thickened, warming unnaturally. Human minds frayed. Languages started to unravel. Words lost meaning. Syntax collapsed. Communication became grunts, then silence. It was as if something was feeding on meaning itself. The visitors continued building, reshaping Earth in their image. There was no war, no warning, just a quiet erasure. The last transmission from Earth came from a ham radio operator in Finland.
They don't hate us.
They just don't care. We invited them. The disk. We gave them the map. We gave them the key. Now they're home. And we are in the way. Then static. In the cold void, another disk still drifts. Perhaps one day someone else will find it. Perhaps they too will think it is beautiful. Perhaps they too will come home.